We are kicking off something brand new, and this is literally our first introduction publicly. So if you're on this call tonight, whoever invited you really are putting you in a position to see something before the masses. My name is Sophia Lightboard. You can probably hear I have an accent. I'm from the Bahamas, born and raised, but I make my home now in South Florida, and I'm an entrepreneur. And one of the things that I think is really important in entrepreneurship, or to be successful in entrepreneurship, is being able to identify trends before the rest of the world, okay? Because if you think about it, look at most companies out here that are winning at a high level. What did they do? They identified a need in the marketplace and they filled it before everyone else. Look at Amazon. How many people on this call today have an Amazon account? Drop a 1 in the chat. If that's you, the reason that most people on this line tonight have an Amazon account is because Amazon was one of the first companies that existed that allowed us to order stuff at good prices and get it delivered to our door like in a day or two. They saw a need in the marketplace and they were able to fill that. And now it's one of the fastest growing businesses in the world. So I believe that that's a pillar of entrepreneurship, is being able to identify where the world is going and be able to provide solutions. And tonight, we're on a call tonight where we're going to be showing you exactly that. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into it. We are in the midst of what I like to call the largest transfer of wealth, and most people aren't even aware about it. Most people have no idea what's happening right around us when it comes to energy. And I'm someone on the call tonight who, that was me too. I had no clue. I wasn't paying attention to renewable energy, or I didn't care about saving the planet and going green until I realized the magnitude of the moment. And I'm going to share that information with you here tonight that totally changed and shifted my mindset when it came to renewable energy, when it came to solar energy, and when it came to where we are headed really, really quickly. Tonight, what we're going to be talking about is solar. Okay, we're going to be talking about the fastest growing industry in the world today, which is the clean energy revolution. The reason you're on this call tonight is because someone invited you to see something that I believe will be a disruptor in the marketplace. In what we're about to show you tonight with Harbor Solar, there's no recruiting required. There's no type of high pressure sales. Everything we're going to talk about is educational. You don't have to have any type of experience. Guys, we're going to teach you everything. And what I love most about this is you get to earn while you learn. And we're going to show you exactly how you can start to build a career in this industry that I know is going to be the next boom, kind of like the internet. We're going to help people save money. Okay, we're going to help people actually save the planet. And we're going to teach you a proven system that's going to give you access to what I like to call unlimited earning potential. If you can use some extra money right now, drop a 7 in the chat. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how you can do that. Now, I don't know if you guys know any of these gentlemen on the screen right now. The one on the left, Mr. Warren Buffett, he's one of the most successful investors in the world, multi-billionaire. And he said something that blew my mind. He said, energy deregulation is going to be the largest transfer of wealth in history. Now, some of you may say, what in the world is energy deregulation? Did you guys know that electricity is the oldest monopoly that exists? Did you know that? How do I know this? Guys, how many people on this call tonight have to pay an electricity bill? Right? How long have you been paying that electricity bill? And when will you ever stop paying that electricity bill? And if you want your lights to turn on, you've got to pay that bill. You don't have an option. It's a monopoly. But what's happening with clean energy and with the clean energy revolution is people are getting alternatives. So you know what that means? That's going to change the game. People no longer have to tap into the traditional source of power. You can do different things like solar. And we're going to show you exactly how this is going to benefit not only you, but your family and everyone that you care about. The second gentleman on the right is Gary Vee. And he said that when it comes to professional opportunities, this is the best time to be alive in history. Because right now we have more opportunities at our fingertips that maybe some of our friends and family members or our descendants didn't have. We have the opportunity to actually tap into this marketplace from the comfort of our home. And I'm going to show you exactly how we're going to do this. See, on tonight's call, we're going to talk about the industry of solar. We're going to talk about who we are as a company and why you're on this call tonight. We're going to show you the solutions that we have. I'm going to show you guys if you want to, how you can actually create a part-time stream of income simply for being on this call tonight. For some of you on the call, it costs you absolutely nothing. So don't worry, where's the catch? There is no catch. I'm literally going to show you a solution to a problem that most people are facing today. And I'm going to show you how you can solve it and how you can get compensated to do that. I want you to understand what got me excited about this is because you got to be able to recognize opportunity when you see one. There are about 130 million homes in the United States that use electricity. 130 million. Now, think about this. Only 4 million of those homes use solar. There's over 86 million homes that qualify for solar, but only 4 million of them have it. What does that mean for you? When I saw that, I said, that's massive opportunity. I want you to think about 10 years ago, 15 years ago, when the internet was available to the whole world, but only a tiny portion of people were actually using it. Why did that happen? Because most people didn't recognize the opportunity. But now fast forward to today. How many people on this call are connected to this call without using the internet? It's impossible. We can't operate without internet anymore. The same thing's going to happen in the future when it comes to solar. No one's going to be connected to the dirty grid anymore, and everyone's going solar. The thing that you've got to be excited about on this call is that you can actually get access to this today before the masses catch on. And I'm going to show you how you can be compensated really, really nicely just for being ahead of the curve. Here's what the experts are saying about solar, guys. First of all, it's the cleanest, most renewable energy source available. But here's what's really exciting. Residential solar grew 40% in 2022, and it's expected to rise every single year. In the next 5 years, guys, the solar industry, okay, is expected to double every single year. Every single person has to pay an electricity bill, guys. Now, what if you can show people how to lower that electricity bill, and instead of paying the electricity, they go solar? How many people do you think you know right now that can see that that makes sense? I'm going to show you guys how this thing is going to really, really change the game. See, the reason that solar is growing so fast is because the government actually has a tax incentive for people who go solar. Whenever the United States government want the taxpayers to do something, they give them a credit, okay? They incentivize you for doing it. Guys, it's a 30% tax credit. What does that mean? That means that 30% of the cost of your solar system, they're going to give you back in cash. Who thinks that's a pretty cool incentive? And we've also put together a program that allows someone to go solar with no money down. When people talk about solar, the first thing they say is, man, solar is so expensive. It's so expensive to buy the solar panels. I used to say that too, because I didn't know that there were zero down programs that allow you to put solar panels and get them installed on your house for absolutely no money out of pocket. I want you to think about that. If you could go solar right now, guys, on your home without having to spend $1 up front, would you do it? I'm sure every single one of you guys are like, that's a no-brainer. Of course I would. Who on this call pays an electricity bill again? Everyone? Now, in the last, let's say 12 months, has your electricity bill gone up or gone down? I see someone saying up, up, up. And did it go up a little bit or has it gone up a lot? Electricity is going up. Gas is going up. Oil is going up. Diesel is going up. So guess what? They've got to pass that cost on to us, the consumer. So our bills are going up. The cost of electricity is going up. But I got to ask you something. Is your paycheck at your job going up at the same rate as the power? It's not. So inflation, guys, is where the cost of living is going up, but your check isn't. So what we want to show you how to do is how to offset your electricity costs by going solar. Okay, I don't know if you live in any of these states that's on the screen, but literally every state that we do business in, if you Google electricity rates, you're going to see that they're having an increase. Why? Because if gas is going up, the power company isn't going to say to you, well, we're going to keep your rate the same. We're going to pay more. We're just going to make less money. No, they're going to pass on that cost to you. So now the electricity bills are going up. Now, here are some pros and cons of solar. This is at a real basic level, right? On the traditional, what we call the old electric energy, it's expensive and the costs keep going up, okay? And if you think about it, how, based on your personal experience on this call tonight, if you were paying, let's say, your electricity provider for the last 5 years, how much money do they send you back every year? $0. So you're basically like renting your electricity. Every month you got a bill, you got to pay it. You don't get any incentive. You don't get anything back. They never say, thank you so much for paying your bill on time. You get a free month, nothing. You're just paying over and over, and you're going to pay forever. And guess what? If they go up on your rates, you don't have a choice. You got to pay it. This is what makes it the oldest monopoly that exists. But when you think about the flip side of the coin, when you think about solar, now you're able to save money on your electricity bill. Why? Because the sun is producing power. Okay? You're getting your energy from the sun. And the great thing about solar is that it's a fixed cost. That means it doesn't keep going up. It doesn't keep increasing. And now, because you own your solar system, you actually own the energy. So you're no longer just paying a bill, never getting anything back. You're producing energy from the sun for your house. And guys, guess what? If you overproduce energy that you're not using in your house, the electric company will actually buy it from you, because the energy you produce, they're going to give to someone else who doesn't have solar. So now you're actually in a position to make money from your electricity. That changes the game. You're going to be able to qualify for the 30% tax credit. I don't know if you know, but any home that actually has solar installed, it increases the property value anywhere from 5 to 10%. The value of your house is just going to be worth more because it has solar. The name of the company that I'm a part of, a company called Harbor Solar. And we're not just figuring this thing out. Harbor has been in business from 2017, based in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. And we have an executive team with over 2 decades of solar experience. We've done tens of thousands of installs all across the country. So Harbor may be new to you, but we're not new to the industry. We're doing business. We're able to service and install in over 19 states. And we're just growing. Our goal over the next few months is to be able to service all 50 states. I want to show you guys just a quick comparison, because I know people know that numbers don't lie. And I want to show you a real life example of a client who went solar, and so you can see their savings, okay? So this family in Georgia, they have a 3,000 square foot home. Their electricity bill with traditional energy used to be on average, about $221 a month, okay? Who would say that's pretty fair for a typical 3,000 foot square house? So $221 a month, for their electricity. But guess what they decided to do? They went solar, okay? They installed the solar panels on their home, and their new bill after going solar dropped down to $123. $100 worth of savings simply from converting from traditional energy to solar. Now, what I want you guys to understand is this. I want to make this super clear. You're basically just going to be redirecting the dollars that you already pay to your electricity bill to your solar system. And then when you pay off your system, guess what happens? The bill goes away. Would you prefer to continue to pay a bill forever that never ends, a more expensive bill, or would you prefer a less expensive bill that has a fixed term, and once you're done, you're done? Guys, I know my parents wish they had this option 40 years ago, okay? But they didn't. They've been paying the electricity bill for 40 years with no returns. But now we have the opportunity to change that. Also, if you look at the slide, their home value also increased by $23,000 simply because they put panels on the house. They also were able to get a $10,000 tax credit that they could either reinvest and put on the system to pay it off quicker, or they just got a $10,000 check to do whatever they want to do. Start a business, do some renovations in the house, go on vacation. It's your money. It's up to you. Okay, guys? So if you look at the savings, right, they're also going to save over $35,000 over a 25-year period. Because I want you guys to do something once this call is over. We don't have the time for you to do it on the call, but I want you to do something. I want you to write down your power bill, like what your monthly electricity bill is. Okay? I want you to multiply it by 12 months. And I want you to multiply that number by 25 years. And it's going to tell you how much money you will be paying your electricity company over the next 25 years. I will just do it for someone, because someone on this call, your electricity bill right now at your house is $200 a month. Let's do that for 12 months. Every year, that means there's $2,400 a year that you're paying the power company. Over the next 25 years, you're going to pay 60 grand in power bills that you're not going to get $1 back. Imagine if you could get a solar system installed for $30,000, and after you pay it off, after paying $100 a month, you got no bill. Which one sounds like a better alternative? I don't know. Y'all tell me. Like I mentioned before, right? If you want to get wealthy, you got to identify where the masses are going, guys, and you got to get there first. That's the key. And that's the reason why I really want to shout out everyone on the call tonight, because the world is going to go solar. They just aren't there yet. And we have the opportunity right now to be able to be in position so when this transition happens, you can be, one, not only instrumental in helping people become aware of solar, but helping people save money and convert to solar and get paid to do it. If you guys think that that's fair, drop a 1 in the chat. Now, I want to share with you guys, before our special guest hops on, I want to share with you guys how you can actually be compensated from just getting access to this information tonight. There's going to be some of you on the call tonight, you're a homeowner, and you're simply saying to yourself, I need solar. If that's you, definitely, we want to get you a free energy analysis going, and we're going to show you what a design would be, what the cost would be, and remember, it's nothing out of pocket. It's zero money down. So if you want this, we can work with you to help you get this. And what I've noticed is that most people who go solar, your payment for your system is even less than what you're currently paying for your electricity bill. So if you've been giving the power company $200 a month, now you may end up giving the power you might end up paying us for your solar system $150 a month. But like I say, when you pay it off, the power bill is gone forever. Okay, so let me show you how you can actually build a business, and I like to call it, a side business. Some of you on the call, you're gonna take advantage of this, and this is gonna replace your job. There's gonna be some of you on the call who you just may say, hey, I'm just gonna, share this information at my leisure, and you're still gonna be able to probably make the same money you're making on your full-time job part-time. But I just wanna show you the opportunity, okay? See, unlike most other companies or most other businesses, in order for you to make $1 million in your business, you would need a lot of sales, okay? You will need a lot of sales representatives. But here, the way that Harbor has constructed this program, this business model, is that you can literally set yourself up with a plan to earn $1 million and just have 10 to 20 part-time solar consultants involved. I'm going to show you exactly what this means, guys. See, most people who did solar, guys, they make $40,000, $50,000 a month, door knocking, going door to door. If you're on the call tonight, someone has probably been to your door trying to sell you solar. Yes or yes, right? See, these individuals, they work for a company, they make small commissions, and there's no passive income. If they get a customer, they make a commission and they keep it going door to door. But what we've done is we've introduced a new vertical to this industry, where you're able to literally be an independent rep and work for yourself. So you can do this at your own pace, at your own time, during your own schedule. And the commissions are something I've never seen before. I'm going to show you guys numbers in the next slide. But just know that this is one of the most lucrative business models I've ever seen. And I've been a full-time entrepreneur since 2014. We also provide all of the training and support you need. We've got a model for passive residual income. And we've got one of the most advanced technologies that allows you to be able to sell solar nationwide from the comfort of your home. There's a couple different ways that we get paid with Harbor. There's 5 ways we get paid. I'm not going to go crazy into it, but I just want you to understand every customer that you refer, that you help get solar, you get paid. The average commission, you might want to write this down. The average commission per sale is between $3,000 and $7,000. I did not make a mistake. Between $3,000 and $7,000 per sale. I actually got a new customer today in North Carolina. I'm sitting here in Florida, had a virtual call with her. She was able to get qualified for solar. The commission on that deal is about $3,000. I want you to think about, who do you know right now that's a homeowner that can see the value in lowering their electricity bill? You can simply set up an appointment and you're able to get paid between $3,000 to $7,000. Who thinks that makes sense? I don't know about y'all, if you like me, and I'm like, this just makes sense. For make dollars, it makes sense. Then we also have what we call partner sales. This is when you're a new consultant, okay? Because when you come in, you don't have to have any experience. We don't expect you to know anything about solar. But remember, you're going to be earning while you learn. So while you're learning, you can actually refer someone, and one of our solar pros will actually get on that call and do all the work for you, close the deal, and now you're able to split that commission. So that $3,000 commission will get split between you and the person that closed the deal for you. Who thinks that's fair? You don't know nothing about solar. They do all the work, but because you brought the person to the table, you get a half of the deal. I think that's fair. There's something also called revenue share. This is where if you know some people who are like you, who can understand opportunity when they see one and who want to make some extra money, if they actually get started as a solar consultant, okay, or they become an independent sales rep with Harbor as well, every time they close a deal, you'll get a little piece of that too. Okay, they're going to make their 3,000 to 7,000, but you're still going to be able to make something, because without you introducing them to the platform, they wouldn't get anything. So it's just fair. We have a mentor bonus. This is for people who actually help people, develop over time. Okay, we have a leadership lifestyle bonus. This is where you're able to make between 500 to $9,000 a month, depending on how any installs you have going in your brokerage. Everyone starts as a solar apprentice. What is a solar apprentice? That means you're new, you got started, you don't know nothing about solar, but you want to earn and learn. What this means is that you get started, you refer people that you know that potentially want to go solar, and we're going to teach you exactly what to say. We're going to tell you exactly how to have that conversation, okay? Now, any deal that's closed, the Solar Pro is going to close it for you. You're going to be able to split that deal. So remember, the average deal is between $3,000 and $7,000. You're going to be splitting that 50-50 with the person who closed it for you. So your potential earnings is anywhere from $1,700 to $3,500 per deal. Once you have 3 shared deals under your belt, you should be well-versed. You should understand now how this process works. And now you graduate, or you're promoted to what we call a solar consultant. This means that you are now able to close your own deals. You no longer have to get a solar pro on the line to close it for you. Now, you can if you want to, but you don't have to. You can close your own deals. So now those deals that are $3,000 to $7,000, guess what? You get it all. You don't have to split it 50-50. It's all yours. Imagine doing that once a month, guys. Who could use an extra $4,000, $5,000 a month for closing one deal? The third level is what we call a Solar Pro. This is after you've closed 5 sales on your own. You're now eligible to be what's called a Solar Pro. Now, what is a Solar Pro? This means that you're able to help other new people close deals. Okay, so remember when you were new, someone had to help you close deals. Now you can be that for someone else. And guess what? Not only are you helping the new person learn the solar industry, but guess what? What happens when a solar pro closes a deal for a new person? It's a split deal. So now if you close a deal for someone, you get 50% of that commission. You share it with them. Who thinks that that's fair? When I saw that, I said, man, this just makes perfect sense. It just keeps getting better and better. So I want to show you guys a couple examples of the numbers, if you guys don't mind, and then we'll be out of here. Is that cool? Can I show you how the money works and then we get out of here? Actually, I'm in luck because my business partner was actually able to hop on the line right now, and no one else better to show you guys the big money. I showed you guys the possibilities of how the tiers work and how you can matriculate through this whole process. But what I want you to do is I want you to really get your pens and papers, and I want you to be ready to be mind blown about what is potentially possible for you if you take this serious, okay? The gentleman I'm about to bring to the line to show you how the money works. This guy, I've been knowing him for, I think it's like close to a decade now. And I've literally watched him go from, I tell people all the time, I watch him go from regular to rich. And I said, man, what are you doing? Because one thing I learned early on in business is that winners win and losers lose. And in order to win, you got to get around winners. And I saw him winning at a high level. And I said, listen, what are you doing? I need you to show me. And that's what I love most about him is his heart. He said, Sophie, man, I'm going to show you everything I know if you're humble enough to just listen and run the play. And I said, Mr. Owens, just tell me what to do. And I promise you I'm going to do it. And he helped me in another venture to make my first 6 figures in business ever. So I know that he knows how to help you make money, but he also knows how to show you what's possible for you in your life. So what I want you guys to do right now, right? I need you to drop some 7s in the chat for my business partner, my mentor, my friend, Mr. Justin Owens. Justin, are you on the line, sir?
All right, I'm here. I was like, I'm talking. How you feeling, man? How you feeling, Sophie?
I'm amazing. How you feeling?
You know, Sophie's one of those people. If she asked me to get on a call, I'm there. And I'm going to make it happen. And so, and this is a really special time. I don't know if anybody's ever been involved in something at a special time, but this is definitely that time. This is not a hype conversation. This is not fluff. And you're talking to somebody. I think if you're on this call and you see what Sophie and some of the other leaders have been able to do, you know that they don't play around when it comes to business. And so, this conversation, really, Sophie's really made my job pretty easy, right? Because I think if you're on this, I think from a customer standpoint, business standpoint, you can see, okay, this really makes sense, right? The product makes sense. People are able to save money. People are able to help the environment. People are able to make great money. But then you say, okay, well, how can I build a career out of this? And that's what we put together. Like, I really want y'all to think about it. Like, I know Sophie asked the question, right? If you want to get wealthy, identify the masses and identify where the masses are going and get there first. I really want you to think about, man, who do you know that's doing solar outside of yourself if you're doing this? And I know it seems like a simple question, but like, think about if you were the first person in your network of friends that could sell homes. Not just you were just a real estate agent, but you were the first person in your entire network that had the ability to sell it. Does that make sense? What if you were the first, like, so over the next year, when people think about solar, who do they think about, right? What who do they call, right? I hope y'all are getting this, because listen, it is going there right now. When we talk about timing, this is an industry that is set to double every year for the next 5 years, starting this year. I'm not saying this is starting in 5 years, right? So for my procrastinators, people that like to overthink things, don't miss this because you're stuck overthinking. Like, this is happening right now. Do research on the industry, right? I want to talk about some business commissions and examples, right? Um, Here's how this works, right? Sophie's already gone through our training program. I'm going to give you all some compensation examples. So let's just say you're building a brokerage, right? And you're doing one deal. Because this isn't going to be a hype conversation, right? I'm going to give you all some realistic numbers that people are actually doing today, and they're making money today. I'm going to show you all how we do this. Okay. All right. So let's just say you get started off as an apprentice, right? Or a consultant. You do one deal for the month. So Sophie mentioned to you, average commission is 3,500 to 7,000. Let's just call it 4,500. So if you do one deal for the month, that's $4,500. And let's just say you got, 3 apprentices inside of your brokerage, and they're doing one deal for the month. Well, what does that look like? Well, if I'm doing one deal for myself, that's $4,500. If I have 3 apprentices, they're doing one deal for the month. That's the extra $1,650 just in the rev shares I'm building my brokerage. Add those two together, that's over $6,150 for the month. With a brokerage of 3, that's over $73,000 for the month. So be honest with me. Like, let me ask you a question. In most businesses that we've seen, for a person to make $6,000 per month, how many customers, how many people do they need to have in their business for that to even be a possibility?
At least 150, 200 people.
At minimum. A lot. Rome said it. A lot. Man, you can show people how to do this with a brokerage of 3. Man, and guess what? The thing about solar is, you do it, you get better. So let's just say you've been doing this for 90 days, right? Maybe 6 months. And you go from doing one deal a month to now one deal a week. So personally, one deal a week, which, by the way, that's the average in solar, that's $18,000. And let me just share something with you. One of our consultants, they did over 8 deals last week. 8. Do the math. Another one of our consultants, they did 17 last month. But we're just going to say one for the week, okay? I want to give you all a little perspective, okay? One deal a week, on average, 18,000 a month. One of our consultants, he called me last week, and man, I just closed the deal. I said, how big was it, bro? He said, it was about a $15,000 commission. Another one of our consultants, he called me. He's got a cash deal on about to close. I said, hey man, how much is the commission? He said it's about $28,000 once it closes on one deal. Like I said, average $4,500. And let's say those 3 people in your brokerage, they're now doing one deal a week because they've got better. That's the extra 6,600. 18,000 plus 6,600. That's over $24,000 a month. You're looking at about $290,000 a year with a brokerage of 3. Wrong. Come on, man. Tell me, how many people do people have to have in their business to make $290,000? Pam, you've seen this before. How many people do people have to make $300,000 a year? Is it 3? Y'all understand? Chi, how many people do they need to have? Make 30,000 a month? 25,000 a month? Thousands. You can do that with a brokerage of 3. Why? Because this is a business where we get a chance to override the product and not just people. There's some businesses that the only way you make money is you got to sign up a whole bunch of people. And let me tell you something. most of these companies, when you do that, eventually recruiting slows down. And so if you don't have a tangible product that people will buy and consume for you, here, let me tell you why. So let me tell you why I love solar. Because I knew that people were going to buy solar whether or not Justin was selling this product or not. And guess what? I knew that people were going to pay for solar whether or not I was doing this or not. So now I said, okay, man, I've got a sustainable product. I've got a product that people like, know, and trust, regardless if it's me attached to it. So now if I can attach myself to it, I can make some great money. Well, let's just say now I got a brokerage of 10. I'm still doing my one deal a week, $18,000. I got a brokerage of 10. They're doing one deal a week. That's an extra $22,000. We're talking about over $40,000 a month. We're at $500,000. There are 86 million homes that qualify for solar. Let's just go get a million. Yeah. Somebody do the math, right? A million times $7,000. I'll help you really quick. It's over $6 billion in commissions that we will pay out. Just getting less than 1% of the population. I really hope y'all are getting this, man, because this is a big deal. And guess what? In addition to that, we get a leadership lifestyle bonus for a person able to qualify for 500, 1,000, 2,000, 4,000, 9,000 or more that they can use towards, their lifestyle, electric cars, right? Travel, right? Experiences, right? Your home. How do you take advantage of it? We really put this together in two different categories, right? Because I think about this from the standpoint of me. Like, I've been an entrepreneur since I was 18. I'm 37 now. And I think about the Justin when I was 18, where I didn't have a lot of resources. We said, okay, how can we make it work? Okay, people they do have to invest. It is a business, right? It is a skill set. They do have to get certified with the company. Well, guess what? You get two ways. Number one, solar consultant. That's $99. That's one time, and then it's $49.97 a month. You get a chance to access the Harbor Tech educational platform, qualify to get paid 5 different ways, and eligible to be certified as a solar consultant, and build a nationwide solar brokerage. Or you can become a solar ambassador. That's free, where you earn $1,000 per referral. Now, here's what I tell people as a solar ambassador. You don't get a chance to build a career. You don't get a chance to build a brokerage. You don't get a chance to really learn this and have the leverage that comes with building a brokerage. But hey, it is another stream of income. You can refer deals to us. We'll help them get set up, and you'll make $1,000. But for the people that want to make the big money, for the people that want to have the career, for the people that want to have time freedom, they want to be looking at becoming a solar consultant. Guys, it's $99. Right? Some of us spent more than $99 today. Some of us are going to spend more than $99 multiple times, many times over just this week. And now you get a chance to do it with a business that can actually help you make money. So as you're looking at this, I tell you, it's really 3 decisions you got to make. Number one, see what you're most interested in, right? Number one is you have a free energy savings analysis where you get a chance to see if you qualify for solar, right? That's free. We do that for you and all of our customers, right? If you own a home. Number two is become a solar ambassador. I personally believe in 2024, it just makes sense to have another stream of income in your back pocket. Personally, for me, I'm just keep it 100. I think it just makes sense to just have another stream, right? If you overhear somebody talking about solar, to have access to that. But the other one is, man, becoming a solar consultant, right? Where you get trained, you get certified, you start earning great money. Let me tell you all something for sure. One thing that we know how to do is we know how to help you make money. We know how to help you get results. We know how to help you win at a high level. And so, man, it's really a special time. And so, man, for the people that's on here, man, I'm excited to get a chance to work with you all. I'm excited to help you all learn a new skill. I'm excited to help you all really win at a high level. This right here is our first official launch event. Right? That's February 17th and 18th. That's going to be in Atlanta, Georgia. That's our set sail convention. You can get tickets there. I know we got many of the leaders. Sophie will be there. A lot of leaders that are on this call, they'll be at that event. This is the event where we really set sail. This is the event where we really put everyone on notice that, hey, look, Harbor is here and we're about to change the game. This is when we start sharing the stories. This is when we start sharing the success. This is when we start sharing the wins. This is when we start sharing the results of what's happened in this period of time. And I hope that you all are fired up on what's about to happen because I tell you right now, this is no games that we were playing, and we got people making some serious money. So, man, Sophie and all the leaders on here and the guests, excited for you all. Man, with that being said, Sophie, I'm gonna pass that to you.
Man, thank you so much, Mr. Owens, for taking time out. I know you're traveling, so I appreciate you hopping on. Guys, there's nothing else to say. Like he said, either if you're a homeowner, go ahead and get you your first free energy analysis set up. if you want to be an ambassador, it's absolutely no cost to you, but you can at least have in your tool belt a way to make an extra $1,000 a referral. Or you could be like me and some of the other leaders on the call. We're like, listen, we're going to take this serious because we're going to get to $1 million by building the brokerage. And as Mr. Owens showed the numbers, man, it's very, very possible. So all you got to do, guys, is get back with whoever invited you to the call. Appreciate your time, but I want you to understand that you're at the start of something special, because this is literally our brokerage's first public call, and you're a part of it. So get back with the person that invited you. Let's go ahead and get you set up with your account, whether you're going to be a consultant or an ambassador. But guys, whatever, I want you to understand one thing. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start in order to be great. So why not you? Why not right now? Have a good night. God bless. Appreciate you all for hopping on the call, and welcome to the Harbor family. Appreciate you guys.